Well, that's just too fucking sad to start this episode on, isn't it? But sadly, this is where I need to begin. Hey there guys, my name is Nix and welcome back to Steins. Last time, we had a very touching moment with Faris, where we decided to try and change the future by, trying to make sure that both her father and Mayuri stay alive. It worked out fairly well, other than losing all of my friends except Faris. It depends on your worldview, doesn't it? Anyway, my brain was like, which button on this controller is my phone? Fractal androgynous. Okay, this is Lukaku. That makes... Is it bad that I can tell just from the phrase fractal androgynous? I'm like, okay, yeah, this one's Lukaku. Well, I mean, y'all told me the next one I should go for is Lukaku, so I'm assuming it's this one anyway, but yeah. Anyway, my head spins. I feel faint. Slowly, the world reasserts itself. I've teleported to the lab development room. Faris is standing next to me. Reading Steiner is telling me that the world line has changed. Additionally, the injuries on the viral attackers inflicted on... I was so a good start, I already can't read. Additionally, the injuries the viral attackers inflicted on my body have vanished, and so has the pain. Faris is standing in the center of the room, looking around. The tears that were in her eyes just a moment ago have gone.
Yoma! You know what Faris's phone went, yeah?
Just a moment ago, Faris was fighting to hold back her tears. But that Faris is no more. In her place is the usual cute, cheerful Faris, with an impish smile on her face. I look at the phone in my hand. It's not my phone, but one with several cute, girly cat... I don't know why I fell over that one. It's not my phone, but one with several cute, girly cat doll phone straps attached. Here's your phone.
Yeah?
Faris walks up to me with a teasing smile on her face. She pokes at my fingers with her index finger.
Yoma! Did you see what was inside, yeah?
Faris gently takes her phone from my hand.
If you did see it, then please forget about it, yeah? Can't let that cat out of the bag, yeah? Or else they will awaken, yeah?
Am I crying?
Come on, Kyoma! You're supposed to say something, yeah? Like, who the hell are they, or something, yeah?
I'm sorry. Before we sent the D-mail, Faris said she didn't want to forget. And I lied that she would surely remember.
Kyoma's acting weird, yeah? You usually act all pompous and... Yeah?
I embrace Faris suddenly, pulling her to me as tightly as I can. I'm sorry. Faris remembers nothing. Nothing about her victory at the Rhinet tournament. Nothing about escape from the viral attackers. Nothing about her father riding up in his limousine to save her. Nothing about how he talked alone in her bedroom. Nothing. She remembers nothing. Everything that happened on that world line was undone. What happens to that world line? I don't know. Maybe, like Suzuha said, it still exists as another possible world line. Or maybe it ceased to exist the moment I sent the D-mail. You'd have to be a god to observe each and every world line, so it's pointless to worry about it. But one thing is clear. I can never return to that world line again. Faris can never see her father again.
Kyoma! This is really bold of you, Nya. Mayushi's in the next room. She'll find out, you know. Yeah.
I'm sorry. The only thing I can do is apologize. On this world line, Mayuri invited Faris to come hang out at the lab. Apparently, she came to see a costume Mayuri had made. Faris has work after this, so as soon as she leaves the lab. Oh, hello, Mayuri. We were just talking about you. I can't... Oh boy, it's been a while. I need to get into this high-pitched voice and also drink some water.
Kaede-chan had a fight with her boyfriend. How do I get them to make up? Mayushi's never had a fight with anyone, so I think it's mysterious. I couldn't fight with the person I like.
I feel like it's different, but I tried tutoring just to make sure, but it still works, I guess. Had a fight. That's because you're a gentle girl, Mayuri. Not entirely wrong. Yes, it is mysterious. Why are people so cruel to each other? Since when did you have someone you like? I figured you put food before romance. I mean, all of these are accurate. I'm gonna go with this one, though. And after seeing Faris off, I head towards the Anabayashi Shrine. On the way, I stop at Chuodori and take a look around. They're back. Hell yeah, Moe's back! Thank God. The Moe stores exist again. Animate. Yes, I'm aware I've said Animate in one of the last videos, and I made myself look like a twat. I caught it in post though, so it's alright. Animate. Tora Noana? Tora Noana. Mandarake. Gamers. Lamtara. Melon Books. Okay, that one just sounds like a euphemism for where you go and buy your porn. Or, sorry, your doujinshis, I think. Asobit City. They've all returned to the streets of Akaba. There's a gigantic anime-themed banner hanging from the soft map building. Maids walk the streets handing out leaflets. Cosplaying girls advertising storefronts. But the return of this familiar scenery brings no relief to my heart. There is only pain, for everything I see confirms that Faris has lost her father. But I can't stop here. I shake my head and hurry to the shrine. On the way, I notice that the satellite is missing from Radakan's rooftop. Of course it is. Suzuha is gone. The thought brings a new pang of grief to my heart. Before this is over, how much more pain will I shoulder? About as much as Sora, probably more. Too soon? I don't know. I pass beneath the archway and enter the silent courtyard. I walk up to the main building and jab the intercom. And after a few presses, I get a reply. I'm gonna say, is that the intercom?
Yes. Okabe-san.
Lukako comes out. I'm sorry for what I did. I'm still sorry for what I did. Girly as always, even though he's a guy. No, wait. This Lukako is a genuine girl. Lukako. Someone should have donated an old computer to the shrine several years ago. Could you ask your dad about it for me?
An old computer?
I think Lukako went pale when I mentioned the computer. She lowers her face immediately, so I can't be certain.
I'll go call my dad.
Lukako hurries inside. It looks like she knows something. Lukako's dad soon appears. Well, if it isn't Hyoin-kun! I just realized I gave him the same voice as I did the viral attackers, but you know what? This voice goes to many a people. But just let it be known that it first was Karaya's. Thank you for taking care of my daughter. I rush the greeting and get down to business. If I'm not mistaken, there was an old computer donated to the shrine about 10 years ago. Do you know about it? An old computer? Why, yes, I do remember that. Really? Yes, finally, I've returned to the world line with the IBM 5100! Please, I need to see it! Sure, please wait here. Luca's dad heads inside the sanctuary in the back. Are you okay, Luca? I've said I'm sorry! Lukako has been silent this whole time. She keeps touching her hair and looking around nervously. Something's definitely wrong with her. Are you afraid of me, Lukako? Eh? I understand. I mean, I touched your your naughty bits, I guess. Crap, I made things more awkward. I didn't have to say it like that. I'm not afraid of you, Okabe-san. It was really embarrassing, though. I'm sorry. Okay. By the way, do you know about the IBM 5100? No! Lukako shakes her head in an unnatural way. I've never heard of it. But when I called you before, you sounded like you knew about it. No, Lukako is looking more and more uncomfortable. Maybe I'm pushing her too hard. I should back off. I did a terrible thing to this girl. So it might be best to stop treating her as my disciple. I need to treat her like a lady from now on. If I don't, I could get sued for sexual harassment or charged with attempted rape or indecency or something. How exactly do I treat her like a lady anyway? Let's treat everyone the same, pretty much. So, you're not gonna wear the costume Mayuri made? Oh, no. Because it's embarrassing? Yes. Why is this girl so lacking in confidence? I guess she can't help it if it's in her nature. But didn't she say her reason for becoming a girl was to gain confidence in the first place? And yet she's a girl now, but she still seems the same inside. That's strange. Luca's dad returns. His timing is good. My conversation with Lukako wasn't going anywhere. Did you find it? I tried asking just in case, but he looks confused. Obviously something unexpected has happened. Lukako, who came by and took the computer? I need to know so I can break their kneecaps. JK, I know it's probably Moeka, but I still need to go by and break her kneecaps. I just want confirmation before I go shattering anyone's bones. Well, I couldn't find it. You couldn't find it? I remember receiving an old computer, but it's not in the storehouse anymore. The IBM 5100 isn't here. I press my hands to my temples and stifle a groan. The world line is still twisted. The IBM 5100 is like a mirage floating in front of me. I can see it, but I can never reach it. Pardon my asking, but the PC was donated by Akaha Rumaho-san, correct? Huh? How'd you know? You know by any chance? We're friends. Rumaho-chan has grown up to be a splendid young lady, hasn't she? It was when she was still in elementary school. She came to visit with her butler, Kuroki-san. But why did that computer disappear? I thought someone might have stolen it, but everything else is untouched and the lock wasn't broken. Lukako, did you give this computer to Moeka? I'm not mad, I just want to know. This contradicts Lukako's statement. Lukako said she didn't know about the IBM 5100.
ルカは何か知らないかな
Luca, do you know anything about it?
ここ最
You've been cleaning the sanctuary the past few years, haven't you?
の日に宝物殿の掃除をし
Once again, Lukako hangs her head, almost shaking with fear. Her hands are trembling.
ルカ子どうなんだ
Lukako, what's wrong? I try asking again, but she doesn't raise her head.
I don't know anything.
The look on her face betrays her. Lukako is lying. But why? Remember, she shouldn't know about the she shouldn't even know about the IBM 5100. Why does she know? Because the world line changed. There's no other answer. Her D-mail must be the cause. In Faris's case, I didn't know what her D-mail was about. But in Lukako's case, I already know what it is. I want to be a girl. The D-mail must have had influence on Lukako beyond Lukako's sex. The butterfly effect. What the fuck was that down there? Why is there a spoon on the floor? I don't know. Somehow changed the location of the IBM 5100. It was like that with Suzuha and with Faris. I can't help but think that the universe itself is keeping the IBM 5100 away from me. At any rate, when Lukako sent her D-mail, reading Steiner activated, meaning the D-mail changed the world line. If the IBM 5100 won't return to me on this world line, then my next step is to cancel Lukako's D-mail. In other words, I need to turn Lukako back into a guy. Suddenly I feel dizzy. It's not heat stroke, and it's not reading Steiner. How am I going to explain this to Lukako herself? Just the other day when I called Lukako a guy, she cried. Then Kurisu and Mayuri ganged up on me. Can I get Lukako to go back to being a guy without stirring up trouble? Oh, this is going to be tough. Maybe I should consult someone about this. At first, I considered consulting Kurisu, but I don't think I should talk to a girl this time. Let's think a little. I visit Tenyoji's house. What a strange first choice! Huh. The divergence meter is here. I need to know what it says. Cancelling Faris's D-mail appears to have raised the value by about 0.05%. Little by little, I'm approaching the goal of 1% divergence. The number gives me courage. Afterwards, Tenyoji recounts his memories of Ashida Suzu, just as he did in the previous world line. I stay until he's finished. Oh, I just came by for the meter. Okay. It's past 6 p.m. when I get back to the lab.
Welcome, Bakarin.
There are two girls in the lab, Mayuri and Kurisu.
最後のんは
Who is this
何
Karen?
の真似だ
Who is Karen?
Welcome back flows so well to Bakarin, doesn't it? When you put them together, it's doubly delicious.
美味しくはないだろ
It's not delicious.
It's a greeting I can only use for Bakarin, so why not?
うだろ
Where's Daru?
Probably a May Queen.
メイクイ
May Queen. So that's back too.
ンフェイリスの言っていたバイトって
So when Farah said she had work, she meant at May Queen.
マイルは
How about you, Mayuri? You work there too, don't you?
Yes, I do. You know that, Okarin. You're so weird. Ryushi's taking a break to prepare for Kamama tomorrow.
The timeline has been corrected, it seems. At least in part. Isn't 6 p.m. like not a good time for Mayuri? Not to sound like a dick, but I should stop by May Queen when I have time. I'll visit sometime when Mayuri and Faris are working. I didn't realize until it was gone, but I think I really like that maid cafe. Kurisu's reading a Western book. It's the same book as always. It's pretty hefty, so it must take a long time to read. I know when it says Western, it means American. Still doesn't make me not think of like she's reading a cowboy book on the side. It's like, wow, Kurisu, you're really into cowboys, aren't you?
Oh, shut up. I'm into what I'm into. Don't judge me.
I walked past her and entered the development room. There sits the time leap machine. Today is Saturday, the 14th of August. The first time Mayuri died, it happened on Friday the 13th. After Suzua's sacrifice changed the world line, Mayuri died on the 14th instead. Her death was delayed by 24 hours exactly. If that pattern continues, her death on this world line should occur tomorrow, the 15th. Just to be safe, I should buy a few days with the time leap machine. I'll need the time to solve the Lukako problem. Yeah, I should time leap right away. Just before entering the lab, I peeked into the Brawn Tube workshop. The 42-inch CRT was on, so there's no problem there. Still... it's giving me the option to...
Okabe?
What
What are you doing? I thought we were going to...
By the time Kurisu starts talking, the discharge phenomenon has already started. I don't know if I should have done this. Probably should have saved my game. Where's my phone? I had that spoiler-free guide somewhere. Let me check if I kind of fucked up. Okay, I haven't fucked up, but I've missed an optional scene. So that's good to know. Thank God. I mean, like, I thought I was fine considering the chapter didn't tick over, but... oh well. An unpleasant sound pierces my ears. My vision ripples. My flesh and soul momentarily feel separate. I grab my right wrist. I close my eyes, take deep breaths, and wait for my pulse to return to normal. I took 2 time leaps, traveling a total of 57 hours to the past. The worst is over. All that's left is a headache. I need to cancel Lukako's D-mail on this world line. I sit down in the pipe chair and try to come up with a plan. You have a pipe chair? The fuck is a pipe chair? Nothing. I've been searching for a way to tell Lukako the truth, but every mental simulation I run ends with her in tears. I suppose that's to be expected. Can we not remind me of this? Why? Every time I see it, I feel like a terrible human being. After all, I've already seen it happen once. I mistook Lukako for a guy and she ended up in tears. I mean, Lukako cries at just about anything. To broach the topic now would be like poking an open wound. I do that frequently, but that's my problem, not anyone else's. Damn it, looks like I have no choice but to ask Kurisu. She's a girl, so she should understand how Lukako feels. I call Kurisu out to the bench in front of the Brawn Tube workshop. We're alone. Why does it always look like we're on a fucking date? I know it looks like... never mind. This seems serious. Yes. I have a difficult problem that requires delicacy to resolve.
Delicacy? That's like the exact opposite of what anyone expects from you.
That's why I wanted to ask a girl. Plus, you're my assistant, so I need you to save my ass this instant. Okay, that one was good. I'll give him that one. I actually thought that one was good.
Oh, you.
What? What? I shouldn't have. I feel like I shouldn't have phrased it like that. That sounds too endearing for Kurisu.
Why do you need to ask a girl anyway?
I gave her the rundown, including how many times I've time leaped and what happened with Suzuha and Faris. How many times have I explained this to her now? You want your own fork! I feel like that's just like the shoe-in for, okay, you'll believe me now. This time she believes me more readily than I expected. The only thing she doesn't believe is the story about Lukako.
Urashibara-san is actually a guy? That's totally ridiculous.
だが事実だ。
But it's the truth. Was the truth.
つまり
So, basically,
ちょっと待って
She wrinkles her brow in thought.
彼女が実は
she looked like
手伝いたい
Hashida?
外見だった
Crap, I got a mental image there for a second. Judging by her expression, so did Kurisu.
これはひどい。
We grimace.
だ
Oh
よ
god.
あんな可愛らしい子が男
I
だ
was
と
gonna
なん
say,
て
we are
私は
too similar for our own good.
Unacceptable. There's no way such a cute girl was a guy.
待て待て
Hey, hold your horses. I never said that Lukako looked like a guy.
むしろ
He actually looked pretty much the same. He was always androgynous, so you couldn't help but think he was secreting excess female hormones or something.
思えなかっ
As a result, I didn't even notice when Lukako became a girl at first and made a fatal mistake.
見た目はあのまま
He looked like she does now?
Kurisu's gaze wanders for a bit.
なら許す
Acceptable.
What?
で
Anyway,
あん
you
た
want
は
to turn
彼
it back
女
into
の
a
男に
guy?
戻ってほしいと
た。そうでなければ。
Unless we do, Mayuri
マユは
dies.
助からない。
真由里の命と漆原
Mary's
さんの
life is
性
tied
別
to
か
Urashibara-san's
ど
gender.
っちも突拍子がなさす
That's
ぎ
so
て
crazy. It
さ
doesn't
っぱり
seem
実
real
感
at
が湧
all.
かないけどあんたの中で解は
Have
出
you
てる
come
わ
up
け
with a
ね
solution?
無論だ。
Of course.
ル
I
カ
have to turn Lukako back into a
元に
guy.
戻っても
ある意味で残酷な仕打ち
I
か
don't
も
know if she's going to appreciate that.
そこで
That's why I'm consulting you,
傷つけないように
so I
する
can
には
find a way
ど
to
うし
do
よう
this without while hurting her the
こうして
least.
相談している。
Take a mouthful of Dr. P in a vain attempt to quiet my frustration.
自分のこれまでの
If only I
迂闊な
hadn't
行動を
been so
呪いたい気分
careless.
だ。D メールをいろんな人間に
I
使わせるべき
I shouldn't have let so many people send D mails. This is my punishment. I must shoulder the pain of everyone who used a D mail. Suzuha, Faris, and now Lukako.
これまでのことを悔やんでても
Regret
何も
won't
始ま
change
らない
anything.
あんたの相談に対する私の
There's
回
only
答は
one piece of advice I can
Stop.
give.
Christina sighs, blowing her bangs.
漆原さんには
Don't say
何も言
anything
わ
to
ない
Urashibara-san.
どういうことだ。
What do you mean?
話を聞く限りだと
Based on what you've already
漆原さ
told
ん
me,
につい
you
て
have
は
you have the
あんたにア
advantage
ド
this
バンテー
time.
ジがある
You already know the
つまり
contents of the
過去
D-mail.
に送った D だからわざわざ彼女
So, you don't have to tell her... him...
元
X
彼
him?
わざわざ
You don't have to tell
漆原さんに事情を告げな
Urashibara-san.
くても
Just send the
D メールを
cancellation
取り消す
email.
ための D メールは
ルカ子を装って
You mean pose as Lukako and send the mail to her mother
メ
myself?
ールを送れと。
どうせ世界線が変われば
If the world line
その事
changes,
実
then
は
that
全て
will all be
な
undone.
かったことにこの際倫理と
In
か
which
デ
case,
リカシーとか
ethical
を無視
concerns
しても
don't really
問題
matter.
にはならない
Wow. You have some mad scientist in you after all, Kurisu. The ends justify the means. A philosophy worthy of a scientist.
だが
Just one
問
problem.
題が一つ。俺は
I don't know her mother's pager number.
ポケベル番号を。
はあ
What?
あんたバカじゃないの
Didn't you write it down?
ないわ
その時は
I didn't think I would need it.
なかったのだ。
Kurisu clicks her tongue. She rubs her brow with her fingers while muttering and thinking.
けお母さんのポケベル番号担当
What
直
if
入
you
に
just
聞き
ask
出
for
せ
the
ば
pager number directly?
理由は
Think
適
of
当
a,
に考
think of a
えて
good excuse.
警戒される気がする。
That's gonna look suspicious.
何ビビってんのよ
What are you so
いつ
scared
もの
of?
無駄に存
That's
在
not
の
the
浮かべらし
vain
く
and
ない
arrogant
な
Okabe I know.
Vain and arrogant? That wasn't called for. I don't have time to be Hyo and Kyoma now.
そんなの口から
Make
出
up
ま
some
かせ
nonsense
でなん
like
と
you
かす
always
るの
do.
よ
I mean,
So then, hold
you
on.
know how gullible
彼
she
女
is,
って
right?
騙されやすって
Wow, I hate
言ってて
myself for saying
自
that.
己嫌悪になりそう
I'm a bad girl.
私ってひどい女だ
Kurisu hangs her head.
だが
Maybe I should just tell her the truth.
ありのままを話す
Sincerity will work better than underhanded tricks,
下手に小細工を浪
I
する
think.
マッドサイエンティストが
Mad
誠意とか
scientist,
笑っ
sincere.
ちゃうわね
That's a good one.
洗脳してやる。
It's more like you'll say, I'll brainwash you. I'm being serious, damn it.
俺は
I will shoulder
ル
Lukako's
カの
pain.
痛みも背負う。
That's my responsibility.
最終的に D メー
And I cancelled the D mail. The fact that she was a girl will be
ルカが女
undone.
だったことゆえに
I'm the only one who can carry that
背負わなけ
burden.
ればならない。
だったら私に相談する必要
So
なんてない。
why are you talking to me
今
for?
すぐ彼女のとこ
Go
ろ
to her
に
now
行っ
and tell her what you
て
told
私に
me.
したように説明すれば。
そう
Yeah,
だな。
you're right. That's my only choice. As always, there are only a few worshippers at the shrine. I guess that's how it can keep its dignified silence, even though it's less than a 10-minute walk from Akihabara Station.
岡部さん。
Oh, Akari-san.
Lukako is sweeping the courtyard.
すみません。
I'm sorry, I left Cemetery in my room.
いや
No, that's okay.
そう。
Really?
Well, crap. Now that we're face to face, I can't bring myself to tell her the truth.
どうか
Is something wrong?
Well, I recall Lukako's crying face. She looked very sad when I called her a guy. If possible, I don't want to make her cry again. No. Why am I acting so weak? I can't stop here. I swore I would do anything to save Mayuri. And when Lukako said he wanted to be a girl, he probably said it out of curiosity. If I explain everything properly, I doubt she'll refuse to become a guy again.
ルカ子よ
Lukako!
Yes?
I grab her by the shoulders and pull her close. Lukako's cheeks instantly turn bright red. I feel like this is the wrong way to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
落ち着いて聞いてくれ
Please listen carefully. The truth is,
男だったのだ
you used to be a guy. No reaction. Or so I thought, then tears start welling up in Lukako's eyes.
そんなこと
You're saying that again?
言うんですか。
Damn, I made her cry again. But this time I don't back down.
聞くんだ
Listen,
お前が男
you
に
used to be a guy.
戻って
Unless you turn back into a guy, Mayuri will die. I explain everything. About time travel. About the D-mail Lukako sent. About Mayuri's fate. About how to avoid it. I talk and talk without pausing for breath. Finally, I'm done.
冗談
Oh,
ですよね。
you're joking, right?
Her voice is trembling.
そんなの
I can't
全
I
然
can't believe any of it.
信じられない。いつもの
This is more role playing, right?
京馬さんの
You're being Kyoma-san, right?
そうなんですよね。
She backs away from me, shaking her head.
でもひどい。
I don't like that backstory. It hurts.
困り
I
ます
think it would
し
hurt Mayuri-chan too.
ゆりちゃんも悲し
I was about to make a really dark joke, but I'm gonna hold off because I'm gonna show some restraint for once in my goddamn life.
いきなりこんなこと言われて
I know you're confused hearing this so suddenly,
だが
but it's all true.
全て真実だ
I've witnessed her death countless times.
お前には
I'm sorry.
こんな勝手なお願いを
I know I'm being
して
selfish, but I'm begging you
だが
to save Mayuri. I need you to become a guy again.
男に
Please tell me you're joking, Okabe-san.
言って
I can't possibly be a guy. I don't want to be.
僕は
I've always been a
生ま
girl
れた時から
ever since I was born.
女の子だったの
This is
に
too cruel.
しかもそ
And
れ
why do I have to hear it?
よりによ
You of all people. I'm so embarrassed.
This isn't right. Lukako covers her face with both hands to snuff out her sobs.
恥じることなどあるものか。
What's to be embarrassed
むしろ
about?
俺にとっては
I have a harder time thinking of you as a girl anyway. Oh. Oh, fuck. That's a shot through the heart right there. Lukako jerks like someone poked her with a cattle prod. Her crying has stopped. What did I do?
That's how you love me.
何なんて言
What?
った
I couldn't hear you. She lowers her hands and looks at me. Then she smiles. A soft and sorrowful smile.
So that's how you think of me.
Then Lukako shakes off my hands and runs away.
ルカ子待て
Lukako, wait! She doesn't stop even when I call her. She disappears into the shrine office. Turns out just as my mental stimulations? Ew, no. It turns out just as my mental simulations predicted. I sighed and leave the shrine dejected. I need to come up with a plan. When I get back to the lab, I take Kurisu out to the bench and explain what happened. Kurisu listens with an annoyed expression the whole time. When I finish, she glares at me and says,
フラグが立ったな。
You raised a flag.
お前は何を言っているんだ
What are you talking about?
わかんないの？
Don't you get
ど
it?
う
You
見て
raised
も
a
フラグ立っ
flag.
たでしょ。
Or I guess you could say that you
すでに
tripped
立って
over a
た
flag that was already
言うべきかも。
raised.
フラグとは
You mean a death flag?
死亡フラグのことか
死んでどうする？
Why?
恋愛フラグ
It's
よ
a。romance flag, genius.
What? A romance flag?
漆原さんはあんたに気がある。
Urushibara-san likes you.
Kurisu thrusts her finger at me.
大好きな法王院
When her
京馬から
beloved Hyoin Kyoma
お前
told her
は
that she was a
男だった
guy, he
と
tore
言わ
her
れて
pure maidenly
彼女
heart
の
into
純
tiny
真な
little
乙女心
pieces.
ズタズタ率直に真実を
In other
話
words,
す
your plan was a
作戦は
massive failure.
結果的に大失敗
She
だった
sure is calm when it's my neck on the line.
恋愛となると厄介よ
Love is trouble.
あれには方程
There's
式
no
が存
formula
在しない
for calculating
人の
people's
感情は計
feelings.
算できない
Too many
あまり
unknowns
に
to
一
solve
途だ
for.
I've been watching an anime that begs to differ, or at least they're trying. So, yeah, shut up, Kurisu. She shakes her head like she can't imagine anything worse. Has this girl never been in love?
正面から攻めるのはダ
The
メだ
direct approach was a mistake.
きっと
It'll be even
本人
harder
を
to
説
persuade
得す
her
るハー
now.
ドルは今度は別
You
の
should
方
think of
法を
another
考
way
えるべ
this
きだ
time. Like
彼
asking
女
her
のお
mother
母さん
directly.
に直接話す彼女を泣かせた男として
Now
あ
I'm
んた
sure
は
the
すでに
Urushibara family already thinks of you as a man who made their daughter
家
cry.
族のガードも固く
So
なって
they
るか
might
も
have
しれ
their
ない
guard up.
Lukako likes me? I like how I'm still hung up on this fact. I don't want to believe it. I mean, I appreciate the sentiment, but,
ちなみにル
um,
カ子はいつから恋愛フラグ
when do you think I set off that romance flag?
知らんがな
How should I know?
だってよく考えてみろ
I mean, think about it.
あいつは一週
Lukako
間ほ
was
ど
a
前
guy
まで
last
男
week.
だったんだぞ
If he already likes me at that point, then...
好きだったのだ
Uh-oh.
それは岡部の主観
That's
での
just
ロ
your
ジックでしょ
perspective.
漆原さんなり私なりの
From
主観
everyone
から
else's
すれば
perspective, she was always a
彼女
girl.
は最初か
It
ら
makes
女の子だっ
perfect
た
sense.
だから今いるこの世界線を基
Think
準に
in
考え
terms
な
of the
さい
current world line.
Did I, like, skip over something? I'm not sure if I did. No, I didn't. Okay. I thought I skipped over something, but it was just, like, the lines cutting in. Right. It does make sense. Still.
それより私が
Anyway,
不
there's
安
a
な
bigger
のは
problem.
漆原さんの性別を
Will
男に
changing
戻すことで
Urushibara-san's
本当
gender
に
to male really bring back the
アイディエの性格が戻って
IBM 5100?
くるのか
前の世界線とは変化が
Something is different from the previous world line.
ルカ子の父親の話で
According to Lukako's father, the IBM 5100 was definitely at Yanabayashi Shrine.
柳葉や鈴葉がフェイリスの父
Suzuha gave it to Faris's
彼
dad.
の死後にフェイ
After
リ
he died, Faris donated it to Yanabayashi Shrine.
スその流れは
That sequence is the same as the world line where I obtained the IBM 5100.
段階的に
So you're
元の世
gradually
界
approaching
線
the
に近
original
づい
world
てきて
line.
る思ったんだけど
You know,
世
I've
界
been
線って
thinking,
そう簡
you
単
really
に
shouldn't
変
be
化
able
す
to
るも
change
のじ
the
ゃない
world
気
line
がす
so
る
easily.
なぜそう思う？
What makes you say that?
だって
I
世
mean,
界
there's
には
6 billion
60億以
people
上
in
の
the
人
world.
間がいるんだ
I think we're closer to 9 at this point, but I could be wrong. That figure's. I feel like that figure might be outdated.
その中の誰か一人の
Doesn't
性
make
別
sense
が
that switching a single
男から
person's
女に
gender
変わっ
could
たと
cause
ころ
such a
で
huge
世
change in
界
the
線
world
が
line.
大きく変わる
鈴葉が言っていたが、
According to Suzuha,
タイムリープ
taking different actions
本来と異なる
after a time leap will only
ダ
go.
イバージェンスは変わるとしても
Let me try this again.
0.0001
According to Suzuha, taking different actions after a time leap will only change divergence by around 0.000001%, if at all.
だが
But when I cancelled Faris's D-mail, there was a 0.05 change.
0.05% の変動
0.05% でも
0.05 is pretty big.
あまねさんはこ
What
の
did
こと
the
について何
mommy-san have to say about that?
2010年は
The year 2010 is a major attractor field junction, and the key is whether or not I obtain the IBM 5100.
IBN 5100 と
Maybe the divergence meter actually measures your
ダ
distance
イ
to
バー
the
ジェンス
IBM
の数値を決定
5100.
するのかなつまりあ
In
んたを
any
含
case,
めて
what
全
you're
ての
saying
人
is all
間
the
の
D-mails we
DNA
sent have had an influence on the IBM 5100's location somehow?
IBN 5000
D メールの中には
There were also D-mails that didn't activate reading Steiner.
逆に言えば
So just cancel the D-mails that activated reading Steiner and the IBM 5100 might come back to you.
あんたの手元に戻ってく
The
る
remaining D-mails were sent by Lukako and
萌えかか
Kiryu Moeka. I don't want to see that woman again if I can help it. In any case, I should focus on Lukako right now.
で
So what should I do about Lukako?
付き合っちゃえば
Just go out with her.
マジで
Seriously?
好きな人いないんなら
If there's nobody you like, then there's no reason to not to, is there?
そうやって彼女の心を
Get close and help her work through her feelings. Then she'll probably tell you what you need to know.
快く教えてくれるんじゃない
I'm gonna be real honest. I'm 100% down with this plan. I've said from like episode 2 when Lukako appeared that I'm gonna die on this hill that she's my favorite. I will die on that hill that she's my favorite. Although Kurasu's putting up a very good fight. I might die on that hill.
マユリが死ぬのは2日後だ
Mayuri dies in 2 days. I don't have time for that touchy-feely stuff. Suddenly, Kurasu's expression turns grave.
これは
Only
最後の
consider
選
this
択
as
肢
a
と
last
して
resort.
考えておいてやろうと思えば
If you're willing to
漆
hurt
原さんの人格
Urashibara-san,
を否定して
you can always take the
脅
information
して
by
でも番号を
force.
聞き出すこともできるどうせ世界線
She'll
改変
forget
後は
after the world line
そのこ
changes,
とを
won't
彼女
she?
も忘れてるはず
In that case, I think it's a valid option.
最後の手段
God,
と
you
して
really are a
検
terrible
証す
person
る余地あるだ
sometimes.
と思うマユリが死ぬことに比べたらまだ
But
マ
only
シ
when compared to
レ
Mayuri's
ベルだ
death.
けどね私
I hate
今す
myself
ご
for
く最低
suggesting
なこと言っ
this.
てるな。
いや
No. No, you're right.
講じるのは
I need to consider every possible option.
だがそれは
But I don't want to do that if there's any other choice. I'm not saying this for myself. From my perspective, when the world line changes, everything up until that point becomes undone. But what about from Lukako's perspective? What if this world line continues after I leave it behind? The Lukako of this world line will have to live with what I did to her. That possibility exists. Suzuha said that's not the case, but there's no way to be sure. And since I can't confirm or deny that possibility, I don't want to use Kurisu as last resort. Besides, I have the time leap machine. As long as I have it, I can repeat the days before Mayuri's death forever. Of course, there's still the danger of a time leap failure. In any case, the first thing I should do is have an honest talk with the girl in question. Can we space-time rewind? I feel like it's better to, like, do this on a different... Like, do this again. As opposed to... You know. After what I just did to her. God, I always phrase it really badly, don't I? I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. It's nice and cool early in the morning. Even though it's the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sunlight's not too strong yet. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. I was up all night thinking about Lukako.
Ocarine! Oh, there you are!
Mayuri enters the room and looks at me with a disapproving pout. She didn't say Tutaru. It's rare to see her in such a bad mood. This is about Lukako, isn't it? This is about Lukako, isn't it? I'm sorry, Mayuri! Your life's on the line! What do you want me to do?
早いな。
You're early.
時事だぞ。
It's still 8. Did something happen today?
オカリンに怒りに来た
I'm
ん
here
だ
to
よ
scold you, Ocarine! She gives me a glare that's more cute than frightening. She's never been very good at getting angry.
あのね、マユシは
Mayushi's very disappointed in you!
なのです
Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. Can everyone stop with the finger pointing? This is Steins Gate, not Phoenix Wright.
何の話だ。
What did I do?
しらばっくれてもダメだ
Good
よ
for me,
オ
Ocarine!
カリンってば
You made Luka-chan cry, didn't
さ
you?
せたでしょ
I knew it. I knew this was about Lukako. I'm sorry!
なぜそれを。
How did you...
ルカちゃんに相談された
Luka-chan told me. She said you said she was a guy. Damn it. These two are close friends. I should have known Lukako would go to Mayuri first.
オカリン
Why would you say such a mean thing, Ocarine? Mayuri, it doesn't involve you.
これは対機関に。
This is a serious confidential matter involving the organization.
関係なくない
Does
よ
too involve
ル
me.
カちゃんは
Luka-chan is Mayushi's friend.
話してくれないなら
You don't tell me we're not friends anymore, okay? I'm gonna quit being a lab man.
ラボメンもやめちゃう
This is the first time I've ever seen Mayuri so angry. I'm not sure how to deal with this, honestly.
ねえね
Why did you say
え
such
ど
a
うして
mean
あんな
thing?
ひどいこと言ったの
I did it to save you. But I can't say that. I don't have it in me to tell this innocent girl that she's fated to die in just 2 days. Come to think of it, was it a mistake to tell Lukako about Mayuri's murder? I did make sure to tell Lukako not to breathe a word of it.
何か
You're worried about something, aren't you? She's sharp, even though she never seems to be thinking anything.
わかるよ
I can tell.
マユ
Been
シ
watching
は
you
毎
longer than
日
anyone,
オカリン
Ocarine.
のことを見てるもんそれにね
Yesterday you talked with Christian for a long time, didn't you?
ずーっと悩みがあるなら
If something's wrong, you should talk to Mayushi too, okay?
マユシにも
I want to
話
help
してほ
too,
しいな
okay?
ね
Now let's go apologize to Luka-chan.
ルカちゃんに
You do that for me?
お
Mayushi will come too, so let's... Ocarine?
やれやれだな。
Come now, Mayuri.
この俺が
Me?
頼むだ
Worry?
バカ
Don't be
な
ridiculous.
この俺は狂気
I am the insane mad scientist, Yo in Kyoma. I have nothing to worry about.
あるのは
All I
ただ
have
本当上の勝
is the hunger for chaos.
オカリン
Ocarine. I can't tell Mayuri. I can't. Even if Mayuri hates me for it. Oh, hello. Something important? What? I told her everything yesterday, including about Mayuri's death. Perhaps after sleeping on it, she finally decided to believe my story.
よし
Alright. I get up from the sofa.
どこ行くのマユ
Where are you going? Mayushi's not done talking.
これからルカ
I'm going to Lukako's.
本当 Really? 謝りに行くの
You gotta apologize.
マユシ
And let Mayushi come too.
いやお前に
No, that will just make it harder.
いろいろ面倒になる
I put my hand on Mayuri's shoulder.
だから
Please,
留守番を頼む。
take care of the lab while I'm gone. Mayuri's shoulders droop. She looks sad for some reason, but she lets me go. Oh, we got casual dress Lukako. When I reach the shrine, I find Lukako standing alone in the courtyard. She's dressed in regular clothes instead of her Miko garb. She still hasn't noticed me. Lukako stands still in the silent courtyard. The movement comes from the trees swaying in the summer breeze. It's like a scene from a movie. Yep, this is exactly what I think it's going to be. I stop and watch in fascination. Finally, Lukako turns around. Our eyes meet. Oh boy, I like confident-looking Lukako. Is it B to hide the... Yeah, I like confident-looking Lukako. I don't know why. Something about this, yeah, I've said it when at the end of Faust's ending. Everyone looks fucking amazing. Everyone just looks... I hesitate to use the word beautiful. Everyone looks beautiful. All of the girls look beautiful. God, Valentine's Day was lonely for me. Which is when I'm recording this, but shush. Our eyes meet. I awkwardly clear my throat and walk towards him. Her. Lukako bows her head.
来てくれたんですね。
You came.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you.
We stare at each other in silence. Crap, this is awkward. I can't stand the silence, so I try to start the conversation.
マユリに
What did you tell Mayuri?
すみません。
Sorry,
もうこんなこと。
Mayuri-chan's the only one I could talk to about this.
どこまで話したのかという意味
I mean, how much did you tell her?
ほとんどは内緒にしました。
I kept most of it a secret,
まゆりちゃんが
especially about the stuff about her dying.
That's a relief.
まだ冗
Do
談
you still think I'm joking? Lukako shakes her head. She believes me?
大事な
You said you had something important to talk about, yeah? Oh god, why am I nyawing now? I'm trying to be gentle, but for some reason I wind up talking like Faris. I really don't know how to deal with Lukako now that she's a girl.
あの
Lukako takes a deep breath, as if to prepare herself. Fuck, even now I'm falling over my words. Her face is turning red for some reason. She opens her mouth to speak, then closes it again. This continues for several cycles. What's wrong with her? Do you not understand what's going on? How dense are you, Okarin? Even Kurisu gets it, and she wasn't here! Her tension is getting to me. My heart starts pounding like an alarm bell. Yes?
お願いが
Want to ask?
Yes?
岡部さんが
Okabe-san,
言った
about what you said yesterday.
Yeah.
信じ
I
ます
believe you.
そうか
That's great! So she's willing to go back to being a guy, even though I hurt her feelings. For her to believe me in spite of all that makes me pretty happy. There's something strange about Lukako. She still looks wound up pretty tight. In fact, it's gotten worse. Now she looks on the verge of tears.
それで
So,
あの
well,
男に
in exchange
戻る
for becoming a guy again.
In exchange? She wants something in return? She wants to go on a fucking date, you dense asshole! I wasn't expecting this.
今日と
For today
明日
and tomorrow,
まゆりちゃんが危
we
ない
can
こと
stop
に
before Mayuri-chan is in
なる前
danger.
までで
What?
いいですか
What is she talking about? My throat goes dry. Mine's been dry for the past like half an hour, which is why I've been casually drinking this water. I'm so tense, and I don't know why.
So, please be my...
Hmm?
よく聞こえなかったんだが。
I couldn't hear you. One more
もう
time?
一度頼む。
Lukako's voice was even softer than ever. So soft that I couldn't hear from here.
Please be my friend.
No good, I still can't hear her. Speak
は
up.
っきりと言ってほしい。
I'll do anything I can.
Boyfriend.
なんだって？
What? For fuck's sake!
Please be my boyfriend.
What? Boyfriend. It takes me a while to process the word. Meanwhile, Lukako starts squirming and fidgeting. She refuses to look me in the eye. My heart is pounding. What's going on? What did she say to me? Boyfriend. 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 She wants me to be her boyfriend until tomorrow. What?
なぜだ？
Why? Without thinking, I asked the worst possible question. Damn fucking right you did. Lukako curls up even smaller.
I like you.
Her voice is as small as the buzzing of a mosquito, but it has all the courage she can muster. I feel my heart tighten at those words. Silence. More silence. Wait just a second. This is too sudden. I mean, maybe it's not sudden exactly, but I've known about Lukako's feelings since yesterday when Kurisu told me about the romance flag. But still, I didn't think it would come to this. My mind goes blank. I can't think straight. Lukako hangs her head, waiting for my answer. She looks so cute and innocent. I feel myself drawn to... No! No, no, no! That's wrong! That's just wrong! I am not attracted to Lukako! But I am, and I don't give a fuck. I don't care on the gender. I will... Never
い
mind.
や、5分だけ時間をくれ。
Let me think about it. Give me 5 minutes. I turn and flee like a scared rabbit. I'm so embarrassed I can't look back. 10 minutes later, I get back to the lab. Mary's eating a red bean bun.
Rokarin! How'd it go? Did you apologize to Luka-chan?
そうだな。
Yeah.
唐揚げナンバーワンをレン
So put the juicy chicken number 1 in the microwave and nuke it so that the email's basically ABC and...
Huh?
すなわち電子レンジは
The microwave was developed by Knights of the Ra...
騎士たちの連携
Wait.
術が生み出したもので
Ro-
チンとなる音こそが
Ro- I don't even know.
なる意味など全くなく
Rosicrucian? I think actually that's right, Rosicrucian. The microwave was developed by the Knights of the Rosicrucian Order who used alchemy. Meaning that the sound of the chime is the brainwashing device, while the chime itself actually doesn't have any meaning at all.
Lukarin's broken!
I mutter incoherently as I set up the time leap machine.
What are you doing?
Making a tactical retreat.
戦略的で
Retreat?
How far do I go? As far as I can. Yeah, that's it. Far. Far away from here. I just jump all the way back to August 11th. The limit of the time leap machine's range. You know, this shit's all real convenient because it helps me determine when and when's an episode. I'm not gonna lie. When I'm done, Kurisu is standing before me, fiddling with the phone wave names of the changes wiring.
気が散るからこっち見んな。
Stop staring. You're distracting me. How many times do I have to tell you?
She's still working on the time leap machine upgrade. I know I shouldn't interrupt her, but there's nobody else I can rely
お
on.
前を天才の科学者
Genius neuroscientist, I need to talk to you.
手短に。
Make it short.
柳林神社まで
I want you to come with me to Yanabayashi Shrine.
理由を言って。
Tell me why. If it's for a date or something, then I refuse.
この俺が
Hyoin Kyoma does not go on dates, much less with his assistant.
女子とか
Ridiculous.
冗談もほどほどにしてくれ
She's glaring like she's gonna kill me. So she does want to go on a date? I don't understand this girl. Let's leave the jokes aside for now.
つまり
So,
男の脳と女の
I need you to
脳
explain the differences between the male brain and the female brain.
わけわからん。
What?
Now, I briefly explained my situation about what happened with Lukako before I leaped. How many times have I explained this to Kurisu now?
岡部さん、
Kame-san!
マキセさん、
Makase-san! Did
今日は
you come to
お
pray?
参りですか？
Not exactly.
実は
Actually,
Urushibara-sanに
we have
話がある。
something to talk to you about, Urushibara-san.
This is the strategy I thought up. Its name is Operation Christina. Lukako reacts differently to me. I already know she'll have a breakdown if I tell her if she's a guy. But she's not too familiar with Kurisu, and they're both girls, so it should be much easier for if Kurisu tells her. That's why I persuaded Kurisu to handle it. So I wait behind Kurisu and watch silently.
何でしょうか？
What might that be?
Lukako is shy. He was distant with me back when we first met. And I can see she's made a small wall between herself and Kurisu now too. On the other hand, Kurisu is very calm and truly reliable. Kurisu puts up a gentle smile and begins her explanation.
男性と女性で脳の働きって
Do you know?
全然違う。
Male and female brains are very different. What?
男
Hey,
性は右脳が活発。
Male brains are
女
right
性は
dominant.
左脳が活発なの。
Female brains are left dominant.
え
Yeah?
ちなみに右脳は画像
By
処
the
理
way,
と
the
空間
right
処理、
brain
あ
handles
とは
image
総合的
processing,
な判断力なんかに使われ
spatial
る。
processing, and
左脳を
comprehensive
使うのは
judgment.
言語。あと
The
は
left
計
brain
算
handles
とか
things like language and calculation.
そうそう。右脳と左脳をつ
Right
な
and
ぐ
left
脳量
brains
っ
are
ていうの
connected
があ
by
るんだ
the
けど、
corpus
女性の場合
callosum,
は
callosum,
これが
corpus
発達してた
callosum,
りする。
which is more developed in females.
ほら、よく言うでしょ。
You know how people
女性
say
は
that girls
2
are
つ以上
better
の
at
同時にできる
multitasking? That can be
そ
explained
れ
by the
は
development of the
脳量が
corpus
発達してるからだ
corpus
っていう
callosum.
説もある。
What?
what the hell is she talking about?
まあ、これはどっちかっていうと、
Actually,
とん
these
でも
theories
科
are
学に
kind of
近い
fringe.
直接
They're
であ
not
って、
really that
それ
credible.
ほどちょっとだけ
So you don't mind,
試し
I'd
てみ
like
て
to do
も
an
いいかな。
experiment.
何をですか？
An experiment?
あなたの脳が女
I
性
want
と
to
して
try
のパタ
mapping
ー
your
ンを
brain
示している
patterns
の
to
か、
see if they're more
男
female
性
or
として
male.
のパターンを示しているのか。マッピングって
What is mapping?
Lukako's clearly frightened.
脳波マッピング。
Brainwave mapping.
あなたの脳波を
We
サン
just
プ
make
ル
a,
として取ら
you
せ
just
て
take
も
a
らうだ
sample
け。
of your brainwaves.
とにかく
Yeah,
調
anyway,
べれ
you'll
ば
understand if you try it. Okay? Okay. It won't hurt a bit.
嫌です。
No, thanks.
ほんと大丈夫だか
It'll be
ら。
okay.
私が保証す
It'll
る
be
から。
okay, I promise. It won't hurt a bit. Just come back to the lab and we'll...
お前はどこの変
Kind
態
of
親父か
What kind of perverted old man are you? I likely chop Kurisu on the head.
何よ。
What?
何よ
Don't you want me?
何のために
What did we come here for? What are you gonna do if you scare Lukako away?
私はただ
We're treating it like a
彼女
valuable
に貴重な
test
試
sub...
験者と。
帰れ
Go back to the lab, you experiment-loving girl.
ああ、そう。
Yeah,
せっか
okay.
く協力してあ
Well,
げ
that's
た
the
のに
thanks
そう
I
いう
get for
扱
going
い
out
な
of my
わ
way
け。
to help you.
だったら言われた
I'm
通り
gone. You're on
帰
your
る。
own now.
あとはあんた一人で頑張りなさい。
Kursu leaves the shrine with squared shoulders, muttering darkly to herself.
岡部さん
Um,
牧瀬さんは
what was Makase-san talking about?
つまり
Well, basically,
と
do I have to explain it myself after all?
お前は
You're actually a
本
guy.
当は男なんだ。
The result is the same, of course. Just go on the fucking date! It's not that difficult! I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. It's morning now. It's nice and cool early in the morning, even though it's the middle of summer. Too bad the cicadas are already chirping. The sun's not too strong yet. This is the second time I've woken up like this, though the date was different the first time. In any case, my mental state is exactly the same as back then. Through the front door, I hear someone stomping up the stairs. I jump up thinking it's Moeka, but then I realize who it is.
オカリ
Ocarina! There you are!
Mayuri enters and greets me with a disapproving pout. Originally, Mayuri was supposed to stay over at the lab, but last night she got a call from someone and left in a hurry. She probably went to see Lukako.
あのね
Mayushi's very disappointed in you!
がっかりなのです
Mayuri puffs out her cheeks and thrusts a finger at me. Of course. I sigh in frustration. Before I time leap, this happened on the 14th. Today's the 12th. Since I explained the situation to Lukako early, it looks like Mayuri's protest came early as well.
オカリンってば
You made Luka-chan cry, didn't you?
ルカちゃんに相談された
Luka-chan
んだ
told me. She said that you said he was a guy.
オカリン
Why would you say such a mean thing, Ocarin?
これから会いに行ってくるから。
I'm going to go see her now, so don't worry.
そうなの
Really? Thank goodness. If you weren't gonna apologize, then Mayushi was never gonna talk to you again.
マユシーはオカリンと
The mail should come any minute now. It actually came. If I go to Yanabayashi Shrine now, Lukako will confess her love to me and ask her to be her boyfriend.
Please be my boyfriend.
But this time I thought ahead.
クリスティーナ
Christina!
クリスティーナ
Christina! I start yelling at the development room and begin to hear the sounds of someone moving inside.
クリスちゃん寝てるの
Is Christian
徹
sleeping?
夜なんだから
She worked all night, so you shouldn't wake her up.
I know, but I have to do this.
クリスティーナ
Christina!
来てくれ
Please wake up!
うるさい
Oh,
な
shut up. You slept in those clothes? Kursu comes out of the development room with sleepy eyes.
クリスちゃん
Christian! Da-da-da.
She's just not in a good mood, Mayuri. It's probably best if you don't. Last night she fell asleep at the desk. The sleeves on her clothes had left a mark on her cheek. Her hair's frayed and her eyes are red. She rubs those red eyes.
なんなの
What is it?
これから
I'm going to Yanabayashi Shrine. Come with me.
お前オペレーションクリスティーナ
It's time for Operation Christina 2.
15日
Till
まで
15th.
まゆりちゃんが
You can stop
危ないことに
before Mayuri-chan is in danger.
前までだから
So, please be my... Please... Please be my boyfriend.
恋
Boyfriend. Please be my boyfriend.
Same as before. Only this time I have to be a boyfriend for 4 days instead of just 2. I guess you could say it's a bold proposal. Fortunately, I came prepared. It's time to set Operation Christina 2 into motion. Last time things got complicated when I added the experiment-loving girl to the conversation. This time I had her watch things from the shadows near the staircase. Excuse me, I need a moment. I turn my back to Lukako and call Christy. Yeah, Christina.
Sup, you filthy normal?
Who's a normal? Think about how I feel for once! Did you hear what Lukako said just now?
No, fill me in.
You weren't listening!
How am I supposed to listen from all the way over here?
She confessed. Until the 15th, then back to manhood.
Roger. And? Why are you asking me? Just grant Urashibara-san's wish.
But it's Lukako!
What's wrong with her? I mean, look at how cute she is.
But she's a...
Her being a guy might just be your imagination. From my perspective, she's always been a girl. Just give up. Bye.
Wait! She hung up. God fucking damn it, Christina. Damn, why do I even bring her along? What a useless assistant. I stuff my phone back into my pocket and head back to Lukako.
Were you on the phone with Nakase-san?
Hmm? Oh, yeah.
Oh. You look like you were having fun.
Nonsense. Is this pressure? Is she applying psychological pressure?
So...
Lukako fidgets restlessly.
Your answer?
Please be my boyfriend. A 4-day trial relationship. Will those 4 days feel long or short? I mean, sure, Lukako is cute. She's very slender and delicate, especially around the waist, and her skin is as white as alabaster. Don't know what that is. I don't know what alabaster is. Even when Lukako was a guy, I occasionally found myself mesmerized by his girlish demeanor. Biologically, the current Lukako is a girl, so we could even do stuff that shouldn't be a problem. But still, I'm on a mission to change Lukako back into a guy. I need to accomplish that mission to save Mayuri. If I go out with the girl Lukako and fall in love with her, then will I be able to treat Guy Lukako like I used to? If I forget he's a guy and lose my self-control, it could result in complications. It's fine, just be gay about the whole thing. Going out with the current Lukako isn't the problem. I mean, I still have my reservations, but cuteness is justice, right? The real source of my hesitation is the thought of what happens afterwards. The problem isn't Lukako, but my own heart. Besides, I'm supposed to be saving Mayuri, not going out on dates. But on the other hand, Lukako's cooperation is essential to save Mayuri. I won't get anywhere if I reject Lukako and make her cry. For the sake of my goal, I must overcome the problems of my heart. I'll do it. I'll take Lukako's deal. But if we're going to do this, I tell myself, there's one rule that I must follow. No sexy things. You must not fall in love with Lukako. It's sort of what I said. Even if it means trampling on her heart, you must not fall in love. Fall in love and you could end up walking the forbidden path. Lukako is a guy. A guy. A guy. A guy! Guy! And don't you forget it. Just don't forget. Very well. I'll go out with you. But only until the 15th. Tears immediately fall from Lukako's eyes.
なぜ泣く
Why are you crying?
I'm happy.
てっきり
I was sure that you'd say
嫌
no.
だって。
Thank goodness.
よかった。
Thank goodness.
よかった。
Her face is red and her eyes are wet with tears, and yet she's really happy. Seeing her like this, all shy and embarrassed, but happy at the same time, makes me feel like I'm having a heart attack, apparently. She's too cute! I mustn't fall in love, but I'm about to! Why does every single one of her actions have to be so cute? She must be doing it on purpose. There's no other way! Lukako's cuteness is a terror of the universe.
岡部さん。
Okabe-san?
なんだ
What? Lukako wipes her tears away.
その
Tomorrow. A day?
Duh? What does she mean by duh?
デートに
Please
連れてって
take me on a date.
なんだ
What did you say? A date? True, when a couple goes somewhere together, that's called a date. It'd be a real dick move if I refused to go on a date right after we just started going out.
行くのは問題ないが
Okay, but
どこへ行
but
く
where? Doesn't look like she's got a place in mind.
岡部さんの行きたいところに
I want to go.
行きたいです。
I want to go where you want to go, Okabe-san.
つまり
I want to know more about the places you frequent, Okabe-san.
Sadly, it's like the lab, May Queen. No, I'm drawing any other blanks. I come here fairly frequently. Do you want to hang out at your house? So in other words, she wants me to decide for her. It's really unfair to be so cute. People will forgive you for anything you say. I scratched my head and thought,
じゃあ
then I'll come up with something by
明日
tomorrow.
まで考えておく
For now, I just want to get out of this sickeningly sweet atmosphere that's brewing. You know what? I know I said I was something about making cut where the time leap thing was, but I'm gonna call this episode here because, well, you've only had one episode of Steins Gate this week, so yeah. I thought I'd give you a slightly longer one. Anyway, thank you all for watching this episode of Steins Gate. Hopefully this date with Luca goes well. Yes, I am going to fucking see this through to the bitter end. Because she's fucking adorable. My god. I've already given my rant about I will die on the Lukako hill. I'm sorry, Kurisu, but look at what you're up against. I don't care what gender it is. I will just... Never mind. I've said enough about my strange tendencies, so I should put a pin in it and wait for the next episode where Lukako will no doubtedly continue to be too fucking cute for words. Anyway, if you like the video in any capacity, please feel free to give the video a like down below. Leave a comment on whatever you feel like at this point. And if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post videos, be they of this, either Somnium Files or Pokemon Shield, or like one of the 3 series that I've got planned that will be following all of them up. Because I've looked at it and I'm like, I feel like they may finish around similar times. Well, as I say, it depends how many episodes of Pokemon I start putting out a week. Because I've done like 5 out of 8 gyms. I can't have much longer to go. But that's all by the by. Yeah, if you want to keep up to date with whenever I post videos, consider subscribing to the channel. In theory, YouTube sends you alerts as to when I post videos. But in order to do that, I think you need to press the bell icon these days. So do that while you're down there, if you would be so kind. You would make my fucking day. Please, help me. I'm lonely. Where's my Lukako in real life? I don't care what gender it is. I just need someone I can actually go out with sometimes. Oh boy, am I sounding desperate. Hang the fucking video up, me. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. I've been Nix, and I will see you guys next time. Laters.